with Brett Renner up for the Eagles. First pitch a little bit high, called ball 1.
Nice pitch by Guerrero. Runner you want to keep off the bases. Renner was a good basketball player too, kind of torched us a little bit at their place. Renner fouls that one off to the left side of the diamond.
Guerrero came inside on him on that one, so he's ahead in the count again, 1-2. A lot of options when you're at 1-2 in the count when you're the pitcher.
Yeah. Ball once again out of play. One and 2 to the hitter. Renner staying alive, keeps fouling those balls off.
Looked like that was a curveball by Guerrero in there. Looked like it was kind of dipping into the strike zone, and Renner went after it. Another foul ball, straight back. Those parents didn't flinch there, did they?
No, they didn't. Brock Modulin making his first start tonight, a sophomore out in left field. Jimmy Salmon out with an illness.
One and 2.
Ball a little bit up.
A little bit high, trying to get him to chase. 2-2 is the count now.
That's a
line drive to shortstop Skinder.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be pretty well hit, but it just kind of died right into the arms of Ethan Skinder out at shortstop.
I think we'll give Guerrero some credit on that, and
yeah.
Didn't let the leadoff hitter get all of that one. So.
Alec Murphy, the shortstop, due up.
First pitch a little bit high, ball 1.
One thing I've noticed about Guerrero here tonight, here in the early going, is that he seems to have a little more velocity than he did the last time he pitched here.
Same spot high, counts 2-0. Looks like defense is playing this hitter straight away. Came inside for the strike.
2-1 the count, 1 out.
Right back to that same spot and got him to swing. Fouled straight back. 2-2 is the count. See if he goes with a little bit of a change up here.
Ball low, that'll make the count a full count on the hitter Murphy. Ball's popped up out of, well, it'll be in play. Gage Thompson squeezes it for the second out of the inning.
Redbird's defense getting the top 2 batters out for Dunlap, so it's definitely what you want when your 3 and 4 hitters are coming up.
Yes.
Empty bases.
That brings up Luke Mangieri. Seems like they've had a Mangieri in their lineup since they came into the Middle Illini.
There's been several of them for sure. Good start.
He's more fluid tonight, too, I've noticed. He doesn't seem as tight. And then a lot of it has to do with it's a lot warmer than it was last week when he pitched.
Right.
And that's a base hit to right.
Solid single, not much the defense can do about that one there, but with 2 outs, let's just get the 4-hitter out and go bat ourselves.
Nate Elder, the pitcher, comes up to bat. He's batting 4th.
Batting for the Eagles, 21, Nate Elder.
Guerrero is throwing strikes tonight. They've been fouling him off, but he's throwing strikes.
It's nice when you work ahead in the count, get that 0-1, gives you a lot of options when you're up there throwing.
Nice block by GD. Evens the count at 1-1.
That was close.
A little low. Makes it 2-1. Straight back. That will even the count at 2-2. Boy, a little earlier, we were wondering if we were even going to get this game in.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a softball game at 4:30 today, but rain washed that one out. But the clouds have gone away, and we're in really nice weather right now. It's a nice pitch coming over the top from Guerrero. Still have the 2-2 count.
We're running out of baseballs.
Two strikes and 2 outs.
That's a nice pitch. That's an easy, unassisted put out for Gage Thompson. Guerrero looked sharp here in this first inning.
Sure did. Allowed 1 hit. Other than that, got 1, 2, and 4 hitters out. So nice first inning for Guerrero, and the Redbirds are up.
1 hit, no runs.
That's a
Into
good
the first
start.
Into the first half inning, 0-0. Due up for the Redbirds, Fairfield, GD, Skinder, and Benders. You know, the one thing that happened last week was East Peoria was able to control our offensive attack. They were able to stop our hitting, and we're a very good hitting team. You know, the middle of our order is as good as there is.
Oh, sure.
With Skinder and Fairfield and you know, GD's up there in the batting averages. Drew Benders has been playing well. And they were able to kind of stop it. I guess you could say good pitching does stop good hitting, and that was, you know, that was evident last week.
Right, and like I said, I think they were a little bit surprised by that, maybe a little bit. Not expecting to lose 2 in a row.
Yeah.
But,
you know, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they were senior dominated, and seniors win. You know, when
experience helps for
yes,
sure.
Yes. So Brady Fairfield will lead off for the Redbirds.
Solid bat and good speed for the Redbirds, so we can get him on base and move him around. First pitch strike on the inside corner. Fairfield was taking.
That's right at the right fielder.
Fly out to right for Fairfield.
For the first out of the inning, that brings up Jake GD, the catcher. Been hitting the ball awfully well here lately.
For the catcher, number 5, Jake G.
Same spot he went to at Fairfield for that first strike. Setting up inside again. Threw outside a little bit, and we did the exact same thing. Fly ball to the right fielder.
About the same spot, too.
Yes.
Brings up Ethan Skinder.
Play for Metamora, shortstop number 1, Ethan Skender.
Skender tags it to left.
That's a home run.
For Skender.
That's going to help the Metamora offense too a little bit. Ethan gets a pitch to his liking and is able to drive it out of the ballpark with little or no wind. If anything, it's blowing in.
It's blowing in a little bit. I think Ethan was probably watching the first pitches to the first 2 batters.
Solo home run for Skender brings up number 11, Drew Bender.
Solidly hit, no doubt.
Yes. That brings up right fielder Drew Benders.
Outside ball 1.
That ball's hit hard
left.
too. That'll drop in front of the left fielder.
Runner on first with 2 out.
That brings up the designated hitter, Brendan Noctrip. Good to see him back in the lineup. Been out a couple weeks with a hamstring injury, and just good to see him. He's a good athlete, and he's had a kind of an injury-plagued senior year.
He has for both football and baseball here, and I really hope he can just have a strong senior season here on out.
Two and one to the count. 2 outs.
He's not coming inside to Brendan so far. Did on that one, got a called strike.
Makes it 2 and 2. He's going to have to protect a little bit now. That'll make it a full count, so the runner will be going from first.
Let's use that to our advantage, get an extra base out of it.
Yeah. Struck him out.
So the bottom of the first, Redbirds have 2 hits, 1 run, home run by Ethan Skender. Redbirds take the lead 1-0 at the end of 1.
Redbirds 1, Eagles 0. Due up for Dunlap, the catcher, Tom Peterson, left fielder Thomas Anderson, and the second baseman, Nick Murphy. But it'll be nice. Jeremy Guerrero's got to feel a little bit relieved to know that he's got a little bit of a lead, 1-run lead. You know, he's going to be facing one of the better hitting teams in the Middle Illini.
Looked like he really settled in the latter part of that first inning.
Yeah.
And looked pretty comfortable out there.
Just a little bit outside. Boy, what a perfect place to put a pitch.
Outside again for ball 2. Looked like that was 2 straight fastballs. Called strike there, so 2-1 is the count. Another called strike. A little bit of a high strike by Guerrero.
Evens the count at 2-2. Well, he's really working that outside half of the plate, or trying to anyway.
He's just missing by a little bit there. Got the strikeout.
Where he came back and just blew it by him. Brings up Thomas Anderson, the left fielder.
Now batting left fielder Thomas Anderson.
Starting outside, ball 1. Swung at that one, fouled it straight back. Counts 1-1 now to Anderson for Dunlap.
Ball foul down the left field line. Makes it 1-2. Looks like Benders
Right,
has
right center field,
well, that's over his head. That was
and that's down for a double. He's turning it for a triple. We got to throw to third. It's going to be a little bit late, so a triple for Anderson from Dunlap with 1 out. He hit that one a little bit harder than I thought to begin
it
with.
just carried out there. I thought that was going to be fly ball right to Benders, but it just kept carrying.
Now batting
Brings up
fifth,
Nick Murphy, the second baseman.
Murphy.
Strike 1 to Murphy.
That's a nice pitch right there.
That dropped right in there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. 0-2 to the hitter.
Takes away that bunt most likely. Then he worked that outside corner. Boy, that's a tough one to take with 2 strikes.
It certainly is, and that's a perfect 0-2 pitch right there. He'll come with the heat now.
Nice pitch.
Fouled straight back. Strike
Went
3.
upstairs for strike 3. 2 outs.
It's a big out. Brings up Matt Gassman, the right fielder. Now the infield can go back to their normal depth.
Right fielder
Yeah, you're just looking for the play at first now, so
Yeah.
a lot simpler. Came in on the hands.
He just keeps throwing strikes. It'd be big if he can get this guy. It'd give us even more momentum going into the second inning. If he can strand that runner at third.
Came right back inside for strike 2. It's where he got the first strike. So ahead in the count, 1-2. He's gone upstairs a couple of times. We'll see if he does that here.
Ooh. I didn't think he went either, but that
I didn't
was
think he did, but as a catcher, why not ask?
might as well. 2-2 to the hitter with 2 outs here in the second. Deuce is wild.
There it is,
Got him.
strike 3 looking. Dunlap left runner on third. Middle of the second inning, Redbirds up 1-0.
Big momentum swing though for the Redbirds on that half inning.
Guerrero getting a couple of strikeouts in that
Yeah.
inning, and
You know, with a runner on third, and you get the 6 and 7 hitters to strike out, that's a big plus. Caleb
that-
Brockbill comes to the plate.
yeah, that triple with 1 out definitely could have shifted some momentum, but Guerrero came right back and shut him down after that. So, bottom of the second for the Redbirds. First pitch swing, popped up to short right field.
That's trouble. And Brockville hustling, and he'll go to second base. I'm going to give him a double on that. What do you
ball,
think?
I think the right fielder probably should have had it.
Okay.
He had it, looked like he was trying to basket catch it a little bit and slide a little bit, but
You're probably
definitely
right.
smart base running by Brockville to not give up on that and hustle and ended up on second base.
Now batting for the Redbirds, number 2, Zach.
That's an E9. But we'll take it. It brings up Zach Thyler, the center fielder.
First pitch swinging again.
Fouled straight back. Zach's had a nice early start to the season.
Outside, 1-1's the count.
You know, Dunlap had the chance to score at the top of this inning. If Metamora can come back and score, it'd be a huge lift for the Redbirds.
Just lets Guerrero and the defense settle in even more. Tyler went after that one and missed. Count is now 1-2. Strike 3 looking. First out.
Brings up Gage Thompson, the first baseman.
We were both mentioning good hustle by Brockville there to get to second base. You think these ball players watched Bryce Harper over the weekend?
They might have. You know, that was his big thing when he was coming up, too, is that he was kind of like a Pete Rose where he hustled everything out, hustled on walks, and a little disappointing to see a guy that, you know, grounds out to the pitcher and only runs halfway down the baseline.
He sure picked it up the next day. I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Steal attempt to third base.
I don't think that he even tag him.
He got the call that he was out.
It brings up Thompson still at bat with a 2-0 count.
Coach Stone trying to make something happen there on the base paths. Looked like he had a good jump, but kind of a sweeping tag by the third baseman.
He kind of stumbled.
Strike 3 looking by Thompson. That was the third out for the Redbirds. Could not get that run home.
No hits, no runs. At the end of 2, Redbirds lead 1-0. Guerrero quickly out to the mound. When you're pitching well, though, you want to get right back out there. I think he'd have been fine with us getting a few runs and making that inning last a little longer, though. But
I think he would have been.
So due up for Dunlap, Joe Rush, Brett Renner, and Alex Murphy. So they got 9, 1, and 2 up this inning.
So you definitely want to get this first batter out before the top of the order comes back up.
Leading off for Dunlap, 20, Joe Rush.
Called strike 1. Nice solid fastball by Guerrero there. Went to that outside corner again and just missed.
Yeah, he's just barely missing those. That was a little out, too.
A little bit further outside, 2-1.
Fouls it straight back. Makes it 2-2 to the hitter. Rush. Foul down the right field line.
He fought that off to stay alive at 2-2.
Strike three.
Strike three. That was a nice pitch. Went up high. With the 2 strikes, he had to go after it.
Brings up Brett Renner. He lined out to Ethan Skinder at shortstop his first time up. Lead off the game.
Up to the plate for Dunlap by Brett Renner.
He battled Guerrero that first at bat.
Yeah, he did, and it looked like he hit it pretty solidly, but ended up kind of dying right out to Skinder there at shortstop.
Yeah. I think
Popped up to left. The
Brockville.
third baseman went out and got it for the second out. Way to chase that one down. We got lots of green space in our foul territory here.
Yes, love that. I love that.
Up to the plate for
Let's
the
players make plays.
Alex Murphy.
Brings up Alex Murphy. He popped out to the first baseman his first time up.
Inside, just missed. Called ball 1. That's a good first pitch, though.
That certainly was.
Got him to chase it again in foul territory down third base side.
And Brockville once again.
Good inning by the Redbirds there.
Nice inning for Guerrero.
I was not counting pitches there, but it certainly wasn't very many.
No, not at all. No runs, no hits. After 2.5. Redbirds 1, Dunlap Eagles 0. Due up for the Redbirds, Modlin, Fairfield, and Jeedy. So Brock Modlin will make his varsity debut at the plate.
Exciting time for him, for the sophomore to
Yeah.
get up here.
He'll join the fellow sophomore Guerrero, who, I mean, he's old hat. He's been playing since his freshman year. Modulin, kind of a rarity these days. He's a football player, basketball player, and a baseball player.
Don't see the 3-sport athletes quite as much as you used to. So.
Hardly at all anymore. As a matter of fact, he might be one of only about maybe four people in the entire school, at least for the guys, that play 3 sports. Boy, it's going to clear off tonight and be pretty nice. Might get a little chilly, but it's definitely, there's
Got to be in the low 60s right now.
much better than it was last week when it was, I think, about 1 degree out. It was awfully cold last Wednesday. Modlin swings at that first pitch, makes it 0-1.
A bit outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Called strike 2. Brock's got to be looking to protect the plate here. Put that ball out in play. Fouled it off to the right-hand side. Still 1-2.
Stayed alive.
Fair ball down the first base side. First baseman picks it up. And a tag. Out. So
So Modlin's the first out of the inning. Brady Fairfield comes up. He flied out to right field his first time up.
Up to the plate for Metamora, number 4, Brady Fairfield.
Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Hit back to the pitcher. Ball hit the ground, but the pitcher recovered in time to throw to the first baseman for the second out.
Brings up Jake Jeedy. He also flied out to right field. Quickly 2 down.
Now batting for Metamora, the catcher, number 5, Jake G.
Outside ball 1 on Jeedy.
I'm sure he'll probably take a few pitches and try and work the count a little bit. It's been a quick half inning.
Yeah, you don't want the pitcher to not work for
Right.
further out. So
2-0 to the hitter. That gave 3-0 or 3-1 to the hitter.
definitely in the hitter's favor at this point. Looking for a ball he can drive, I would expect. Took that one for strike 2.
Makes it a full count.
Up the middle, the shortstop feels it and throws to first for the third out. Redbirds go 1, 2, 3 in that inning. So at the end of 3, it's Redbirds 1, Eagles 0. Scott, the Mid-Illini Conference now has the same teams play each other in the same week to try to exercise the pitching staffs a little bit more. What do you think about that these days?
Oh, I love it. I think it was one of the better moves they made. And you know, when I was in high school, you could face the same pitcher both times. It didn't matter to me because I could strike out against anybody.
But you can't always save your aces now,
no,
right?
Right.
So, and you have to show some depth in your pitching staff.
But I think it's a kind of a neat thing. It's almost like you have a series then, and you know, it forces teams to have, you know, at least 2, maybe 3 good pitchers.
Right.
Mangieri singled his first time up, and he'll lead off this top of the 4th inning. We're sailing right along.
Mangieri got a single to right, his first at bat.
Leading off for the Eagles, third baseman, Luke Mangieri.
First pitch called ball 1 from Guerrero on Mangieri. He went after the second one, fouled it off.
Makes it 1-1. Hits the top of the net. He's down in the count 1-2.
Looks like Guerrero's hitting his spots right where he wants it.
And he can be tough on left-handed hitters too.
Came inside, single up the middle.
So Mangieri's 2 for 2.
Both solid hits. Again, not much defense could do about that one.
No. So Mangieri leads off this 4th inning with a base hit. That brings up Nate Elder. He grounded out to the first baseman.
First pitch a little bit outside, ball 1.
Be nice for Metamora to turn a 6-4-3 double play.
I would love that. Nice pitch. Called strike 1-1.
Guerrero is throwing awfully hard tonight.
Two and 1 to the batter. Swing and miss. Strike 2.
Looks like he might have taken a little bit off that one. Ball fouled straight back.
Elder went low to get that one. He knew he had to protect the plate. It's a good pitch by Guerrero.
Oh, that's an awful nice pitch.
Nice pitch. Strike 3 swinging for the first out of the inning.
It almost looked like on that one he did a little bit more of a exaggerated windup to kind of vary his delivery there a little bit.
I think he set him up with that second strike. He took
Yeah.
a little bit off on that one and came back with a little bit harder pitch. And
That brings up catcher Tom Peterson. He struck out his first time up. And he jumps ahead.
nice hitting the outside corner there to get ahead with a 1-1. Out of play for strike 2. 0-2 with 1 out.
Look for something probably out of the strike zone. Hopefully he'll go fishing a little bit. Oh, struck him out.
Swinging strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
He didn't fool around. He went right after him. This brings up Thomas Anderson. He tripled back in the second and was stranded at third.
Yeah, he put a nice pop on it his first time up over the right fielder's head.
Thomas Anderson.
First pitch fouled straight back, strike 1. Using a lot of balls in this game.
Yeah, he is.
Throw to first, runner gets back.
Guerrero keeping him close.
Came inside on that one and again fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 with 2 outs.
He's done a really nice job of getting in on the hands of all these hitters, left-handed and the right-handed hitters.
Yeah, you're right. Those are usually safe spots. Those balls don't go over the fence if the hitter connects on them. Called strike 3, looking nice inning by Guerrero.
I don't think the umpire realized that was strike 3.
Got 1 hit in that inning, but 3 strikeouts by Guerrero. So middle of the 4th inning, Redbirds 1, Eagles 0.
Yeah, they stranded. A leadoff hitter gets a base hit. Mangieri led off that inning with a base hit, and they stranded him there. And that's, boy, when your pitcher's dealing like that, 3 Ks.
Yeah, he's definitely has his good stuff tonight.
He's throwing hard.
Inside.
You know, there was some concern from some people that, you know, because he wasn't throwing as hard early. I think it had a lot to do with the fact that it was cold when he was pitching.
Weather can definitely be a factor in central Illinois.
Due up for the Redbirds, Skinder, Benders, and Nachtrieb. Skinder homered for the only run of the game back in the first inning. He had a line drive over the left field fence.
Definite home run shot. Very nice textbook hit. Be looking hard of our order here to put some more runs on the board this inning.
I wonder if Ethan will get anything really good to hit. They probably don't want to get him on base, though, because the next batter, Josh Benders, or excuse me, Drew Benders, he's got Metamora's only other hit.
Yeah, you don't want to put the lead off on under most circumstances, but that pitch fooled the catcher for ball 1.
Yeah. You don't see that too often.
Went inside. Skinder turned on it, but foul.
Hit the ball hard though, didn't he?
That's what you do to an inside pitch. He got his hands and hips through and went right after it.
1-1 to Skinder.
Off-speed pitch. Called strike 2.
He let that one go by because that's not one that he can drive, and he has another strike coming, so there's no use of. Evens the count at 2-2. No use taking the swing at a 1-1 curveball, really.
Right.
Oh,
Swinging strike 3 for Skinder for the first out.
fooled him a little bit.
I think so.
Now batting number
Brings
11,
up Drew Benders.
Benders.
He pitched Friday, got the win. Got the 1-0 win. I think he pitched, threw like 62 pitches. Complete game. Game was over in an hour.
That's great for baseball.
Ooh. They say he pitched, he threw to one batter over the limit.
Really. That's definitely a great outing. The Redbirds needed it too, so. Strong swing, but up. Short right field, second baseman's going out after, and it
here-
went off of him. So by an error by the second baseman, Bender's on first base. Looked like he was camped under it, but couldn't come up with the catch.
Well, he was drifting a little bit, and I don't know if that ball went out of the lights, maybe?
I'm sure that's what he's saying.
We'll go with that. Brings up Brendan Nachtrieb. He's 0 for 1 in the evening. He's been out the last couple of weeks. Good to see him back in the lineup, though.
Strong bat for the Redbirds. See if he can move the runner on first over. Went after the first pitch, popped it up. Third baseman's getting under it with the catch for the second out.
Brings up Caleb Brockbill. He also reached on an error by the right fielder on a ball very similar to Drew Benders.
Pretty close to the same spot. The right fielder misplayed that one. And Brockbill was smart base runner and ended up on second base on that. First pitch inside ball 1.
It's going to be just out of the reach of the first baseman. Good effort, though. Makes it 1-1.
Base runner going to second.
That'll be a stolen base for Benders.
Good strategy employed by the Redbirds there.
Boy, they picked a good pitch to go on, too. A curveball in the dirt.
Curveball. And the catcher had to go down just for the block, so puts that runner in scoring position with 2 out. Strong single can get that runner home. Good eye.
That's a close pitch. But when you're ahead, 2-1 in the count, fouled straight back. That'll make it a full count with 2 outs. Runner on second.
Fly ball to right center field. Center fielder catches it for the 3rd out of the inning. Redbirds get 1 base runner, but could not get him home. So at the end of 4 innings, it's Redbirds 1, Eagles 0.
Guerrero finished off that 4th inning with 3 straight Ks. He goes into this 5th inning, and he's holding on to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, but he's pitching with a ton of confidence right
Oh.
now. He's hitting his spots. He's changing his speeds. Definitely in control here tonight.
He has Dunlap off balance.
First pitch outside, ball 1.
That ball's fouled. He really turned on that one.
1-1 to the batter.
Oh, that's a nice pitch.
Swinging strike 3. Foul tip held on by the catcher for the 1st out.
That was just high speed.
And again, you got to have confidence to throw that pitch up there. So
Matt Gassman comes up. He also struck out his first time up. And quickly he jumps out in front 0-1 to the hitter. Ooh.
just missed on that one, 1-1.
You know, it's nice when every pitch he throws, even if they're balls, it's close.
Yep, he's certainly making the hitters think, and he's getting them to chase his pitches.
Yeah.
Strike 3 swinging for the 2nd out of the inning there for the Redbirds. Is that 5 outs in a row?
That's 9 strikeouts. Ooh. Jumps out in front of the number 9 hitter.
You're hitting that spot, you're getting strike 1 pretty much every time because most hitters are going to let that one go.
Yeah. And quickly ahead 0-2. This is not where you want to be if you're Dunlap.
Fouled off again, count still 0-2 with 2 outs.
The other thing that's nice about Guerrero, he just gets the ball and throws. I mean, he doesn't waste a lot of time up on the mound.
I think catchers and defenses appreciate that too because they can just roll into their set position and be ready to go. Oh boy.
That makes it 2-2. That was awfully close. Half the team was running towards the dugout.
Umpire didn't see it that way. 2-2. And another foul ball. Went upstairs, just a little bit out of strike zone, full count with 2 outs, nobody on.
Oh, and he gets a base hit. Seeing eye base hit to right.
Fairfield dove for it at second base and just got past him just a little bit. So 2 outs. 2 out single for the Eagles.
Brings up Brett Renner, who popped out to the third baseman in the third and lined out to the shortstop in the first. Bringing in a pinch runner. Peter Windsor comes in to pinch run for the Eagles.
Nice batter Rush did foul off several pitches. He battled that at bat. So.
Yeah, he had a good at bat there.
Up to the Eagles, 5, Brett Renner.
A little bit low, 2-0. Coach Stone calls timeout to come out and talk to his pitcher and his defense.
Maybe working just a little too fast, maybe?
Could be. I think just to give him a little reassurance. Hey, you know what? We got a lead. You're doing great.
2 outs. He's throwing nice and easy. Just to. I think you're right. I think that was just more of a confidence builder.
I think so, too. I mean, he's certainly been in control and missed a couple pitches to this batter, but 3-0 to the number 1 hitter, Renner. Got strike 1. Renner was taking all the way there, it looked like, so. Called strike 2, full count, 2 outs. Runner on first base.
He'll be going.
Throw over to first.
He had him leaning a little bit there. You know, that's a nice play when it's 3-2 and you know the runner's going to be going with 2 outs. Throw over because a lot of times.
Might be a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
He might be going on first movement. Ground ball, second baseman, throwing to first for the out.
Nice play.
Redbirds get through that inning. One hit, no runs.
1 man left. At the end of 4.5, Redbirds still lead 1-0.
Been talking a lot about Guerrero tonight, but Elder's pitching pretty well for Dunlap too.
Yeah, he
We
is.
are into the 5th inning, and Redbirds have only put up the 1 run off the home run off of Skinder.
Due up for the Redbirds, Thyler, Thompson, and Modglin, the bottom 3 of the batting order. Be nice to get something going here. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Couple insurance runs would be awfully nice.
Up to the plate for the Redbirds, number 2, Zach Thyler.
Pitch missed for ball 1. Thyler's ahead in the count to start off with here.
Oh, Right.
Ground ball to the third baseman. Makes the throw and the put out at first for the first out.
Brings up Gage Thompson. He's 0 for 1 this evening.
One hopper to the third baseman. Didn't have to move very far, did he?
No.
Thompson.
First pitch outside, got away from the catcher for ball one. Outside, ball two. We have not seen a walk in this game yet,
No,
have
we haven't. No.
Outside, ball three, got away from the catcher again. Taken all the way. Strike one, 3-1 now. Called strike two, full count. Ground ball to third baseman. Third baseman gobbles it up again. Makes a throw to first for 2 outs. First real action the third baseman's had tonight, and he pretty much came up with both plays flawlessly over there.
Number 20, Brock Modlin.
Little outside.
Ball one with 2 outs. Number 9 hitter up, looking to get him on, get that top of the order up. Popped up. Catcher and third baseman going after it. Third baseman called everybody off and caught it for the 3rd out. So
No runs, no hits. Nobody left.
nobody left. Through 5 innings. Redbirds 1, Eagles 0.
I think it's going to be real important to keep Murphy off the base pass with Manjuri coming up.
Right, yeah, you don't want the hot bat coming up with people on base.
And right away, Guerrero goes right after him. That'll be a base hit.
It's a base hit up the middle. Got just past Guerrero, and the shortstop Skinder was able to get to it, but just not be able to make a play in time. So I agree, it's definitely a base hit.
Number 22, Luke Manberry.
Timeout called. Well, it's hard to tell. It's hard to see how you're going to play Manjuri because he singled up the middle and then he pulled him between first and second too. So, boy, that big sweeping curveball
Just missed.
just missed.
Luke was taking, though, it looked like on that one.
Oh, nice scoop by Gage Thompson. That's a
Keeping that runner tight, but you're right. The first baseman saved him on that one there.
yes, he did. That's a nice pitch.
Inside strike. 1-1 now to Manjeri. Double play sure would be nice. Single to center field.
Boy, he just laid the bat out there for his
Yeah.
third hit of the game.
Yeah, he didn't try to overswing on that one. Just a nice level swing. Single to right or center field. Dunlap first and second.
Nobody out. Brings up Nate Elder, the pitcher. He's 0 for 2
Coach Stone calls timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher and his defense.
Now batting number 21, Nick Elder.
Elder's up to the plate now. Here's a bunt. Going to third base.
That's a nice
Got
play.
the force out. Get that lead runner. Nice played up by the defense. Guerrero looked that way first and had plenty of time to get that out.
Ball was hit pretty hard. That brings up Tom Peterson. He's 0 for 2 also.
At the plate for the Eagles, number 10, Tom.
Guerrero fielded his position well there, knew exactly where he was going with that ball.
GD helped him out, but letting him know that he had plenty of time to get the guy at third base. Ball's hit kind of was bunted back to him pretty hard, but he bounced off the mound pretty quickly.
Foul ball, strike one. Redbirds ahead in the count. 1 out. Runners first and second for Dunlap. Ball scoots away from the catcher. Runners advancing from second to third.
The runner stayed at first. So with 1 out, the double play is still in order. That's huge.
Look at the bright side of that last play, right? Still have our double play set up for us here.
Could that come back to haunt Dunlap? I think Guerrero's just going to go ahead and strike these guys out.
He's been throwing well enough, and I think, yeah, this batter did strike out last time, so. Two and two's the count. Sometimes a pitcher has your number, and right now Jeremy's got his number tonight.
Yeah. And got him.
Quick throw down to first base. Runner gets back, 2 outs.
That brings up Tom Anderson. He's 1 for 2. He tripled in the second inning. That's a big out, though. With runners at the corners, get that second out.
You bet. Sets up a lot easier out for your third outs. Got that force out at second or go to first base, whatever's easier for you. Strike one to the batter, but we know this guy can hit with that triple that he had earlier in the game. A little bit outside.
A little bit out. Yeah.
Came inside for strike 2. That was a nice pitch.
Yes, it was. Curveball, he threw with a little bit of gas.
Yeah, that broke right across the plate. Wouldn't be anything the batter could do with that. So,
Yes.
swinging strike 3.
Well, that's a
After Dunlap gets their first 2 batters on. Sacrifice bunt, we were able to get the lead runner at third and then 2 strikeouts to close out the inning and shut down that rally that was just getting ready to start for Dunlap. So middle of the 6th inning, Redbirds 1, Eagles 0.
got the top of the order coming up, too, for the Redbirds. Fairfield, GD, and Skinner. Boy, this would be a perfect opportunity for the Redbirds to push across an insurance run.
Couple runs would definitely be nice. Guerrero's really been pitching well, but a little bit of insurance can definitely help him relax out there to come back in the 7th inning.
And like you mentioned, a little bit earlier, we've been talking about how well Guerrero's been pitching, but their pitcher, Elder, has been pitching awfully well too.
Sure, I don't know what the hit count is tonight, but it's only 3 or 4 for the Redbirds.
Yeah, we don't have many hits. We've got 3 hits, and that's all we've got.
All right. Big home run by Skinder. Only run of the game so far. Top of the order for the Redbirds.
Leading off for the Redbirds, number 4, Brady Fairfield.
Just missed ball 1. Good eye by Fairfield.
Makes you kind of wonder if you were laid on a bunt down the first base line, if you'd be able to beat that out.
Fairfield's got good speed, so he's definitely got to be looking at that when he's coming up there. Where are those corners playing?
Ball high.
Foul ball.
It's going to go out of play. It makes it 2-2. We need to get Brady on.
Definitely want your leadoff on. Good bats right behind him to move him around. Swinging strike 3. Caught by the catcher for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, number 5, Jake Beatty.
Ball outside.
1-0's the count. Boy, this weather is just about perfect tonight, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Same spot outside, ball 2. Looking at about 60 degrees, very light wind.
Ball's going to get out of play, making it 2-1.
Playing a night game here at the Redbirds Baseball Softball Complex.
Outside half of the plate.
Called strike 2.
Yeah.
Just missed.
Full count. And he'll get a walk. That's the first walk of the evening.
First walk of the game in the 6th inning. Helps the Redbirds. Runner on, and we are putting in a
Courtesy runner. That'd
courtesy
be
runner.
Joe Canal.
Courtesy runner, number 17, Joe Canal. At the plate for the Redbirds, number 1, Ethan Skinder.
Brings up Ethan Skinder. Well, Ethan can definitely drive this runner in.
He's got the big hit in the game. Very capable hitter. Turned on it.
Oh, hit the light pole. He should get something for that.
We'll let you buy him some Dairy Queen after the game.
Yeah, just like in football, you hit the upright, you should get 3 points.
Ball's in the dirt. Taking second base was Cannell. Safe at second.
Nice aggressive base running. Nice job. That's even better right now because now that gives Ethan Skinder a chance to drive him home. And he won't have to worry about trying to muscle up on now. He'll just
That's
try
right.
to hit a base hit
That's right. A nice solid single brings that run home. Yeah, it does not need an extra base hit. 1 out. Lots of opportunity here. Ethan went after that one a little bit. Swung and missed, strike 2.
2 strikes on Ethan doesn't bother me, though.
No, he knows he gets 3.
Oh, but that's going to move
Past
the
the
runner
catcher,
up.
and the Cannell moves to third, rounds third a little bit. It even gives you more options now.
Now just a fly
So-
ball will get you your second run.
Sack fly, a ground ball to the second baseman. Plenty of other ways to score a run now. Swinging, strike 3. Skinner's second out of the inning. Runner on third base for Drew Benders.
Now batting for the Redbirds, number 11, Drew Benders.
Ball outside. Drew is 1 for 2. Got a single back in the first.
Fouled it straight back. 1-1's the count. Cannell's on third base. Outside, 2-1.
Makes it 3-1.
Definitely the hitter's pitch here coming.
Yeah, and you kind of wonder if they're going to just maybe be careful with Bender since he does have the other hit and take their chances with Noctree, who's coming back after the injury.
Could be.
Well, they came right at him.
I like that. I like that. Aggressive by Benders there to go after that.
Full count. Strike 3.
Strike 3. Redbirds fail to capitalize. Leave a man at third base. We enter the 7th inning now. Redbirds 1, Eagles 0. You know, there hasn't been a lot of hitting tonight, but it's still been a good game to watch.
Yeah, well, you know, it's been if you're a purist, you like this game because it's baseball kind of at its best. It's been, a little bit of strategy here and there. There's been some good pitching, some good fielding, everything but runs.
Not a lot of runs. I mean, 1 walk on the night by both pitchers, and
Both pitchers have really pitched well enough to win. Pinch hitter is Dustin Haskell for Dunlap. He takes a strike.
strike 1. Nice pitch by Guerrero to start the inning. Dunlap trying to make something happen here, bringing in a pinch hitter.
Makes it 1-2 on the hitter. Nice pitch by Guerrero.
Coming in on the hands. Not much the batter could do about it there.
He's
Went
been
outside for strike 3.
He's been living there all night long. That brings up Matt Gassman. Another pinch hitter. It's Jay Tilley.
Dunlap coach going to his bench.
Pinch hitter for the Eagles, 18, Jay Lilly.
Trying to find somebody that can hit Guerrero tonight.
Thanks, Coach. I love the fact that Guerrero sees these guys coming off the bench, and what's he do? He goes right after them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's definitely confident, making them hit his good stuff. He's not trying to pitch around them at all.
That's a nice 0-2 pitch right there, too. GD set up outside.
Just seeing if he can get him to bite a little bit.
Yes.
Make him think. Came right back inside low. Got him to swing. Still 1-2. Pitch outside, fouled off. Behind us, still 1-2. So the pinch hitter's, he's battling up there.
Yeah. Well, that's
And
a
that
gapper.
is a solid single to right center field. Redbirds bring the ball back in. Pinch hitter came through, single in the 7th inning. 1 out, runner on first for the Eagles. Coach Stone calling timeout to come talk to his pitcher and his defense. I haven't seen anybody warming up.
I think Coach Stone was just checking to see how many trips he had. Again, once again, just go out there to settle him down.
Runner on first.
Joe Rush comes up. He's 1 for 2 in the evening.
Dunlap, 20, Joe Rush.
He had the single to the right-hand side, I believe, just out. Just beyond the second baseman. 1-1 is the count. Same spot.
Oh,
Single
Dunlap-
to the right-hand side. Moves that runner up to second base. 2 on and 1 out for the Eagles. And the top of their order is up now.
Guerrero goes to first base. Gage Thompson goes over to third. Middle infield stays the same. 1 out. Runners on second and first for Dunlap.
Ball 1. First offering by Brockville. Called strike 1. Evens the count 1-1. Not seeing the Dunlap runners getting very aggressive leads out there.
No, they're not getting very aggressive leads at all. Even their secondary leads aren't much.
A little bit outside for ball 2. 2-1. Called strike inside. Nice inside pitch there
2-2 to the hitter.
It's like the outfielders are all playing him pretty honest.
Yeah, it does. Oh, he struck him
Swinging
out.
strike 3.
The second out of the inning. That's a big out for the Redbirds.
Caleb came back, took a little bit off that one there. Had Renner off balance for the second out.
That brings up Alex Murphy, who's 1 for 3 on the evening.
Batting with 2 outs in the 7th inning, number 4, Alex Murphy.
Ooh, that's close.
Inside, called ball 1. Definitely a good spot to start on that left-handed hitter. Ground ball to the first baseman. Guerrero takes it himself.
And he gets him. Nice play. Redbirds win 1-0, but now without a little bit of excitement.
Dunlap gets 2 on in the 7th inning. Coach Stone brings in the reliever, gets the last 2 out of the games, closes out a 1-0 conference victory for the Redbirds.
Wow.
Guerrero pitched very well tonight, giving up no runs, 11 strikeouts, and really he wasn't hit hard tonight at all.
No. Some seeing eye base hits. Jury had a couple of base hits, solid base hits. You got to give that to him. But overall, I thought outstanding night by the Metamora defense, and their pitching was outstanding. Hitting, you got to give a little bit of the credit to Dunlap. They pitched well also.
They pitched to our batters very well. We only got 1 walk on the night, and big hit was by Ethan Skinder, home run early in the game, and that held up.
You know, that's nice when you can get 1 run in the first inning and make it hold up. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a chat with a very happy head coach, Eric Stone.
All right, very good.
Ready? Welcome back to Al Mulberry Field. We're here with head coach Eric Stone. Coach, boy, you got the run in the first and you made it hold up.
Yeah. Well, we were talking, Coach Delinsky and I, about maybe putting a crooked number up on the board at some point, make things a little bit maybe easier, I suppose. But again, pitching and defense, just like the story was on Friday in the Mount Zion game, we won 1-0 and made 1 hold up. Same thing here. Jeremy was tremendous, and I mean, you could, I think, tell a little bit of a difference in just his demeanor and everything to start the game. He was confident. We've been working with our young catcher, Jake Geedy. I mean, he's his first year at the varsity level, and training him on calling games and being more relying on the fastball and establishing the fastball early. And I think he did a really good job behind the plate. Sometimes that gets lost, but did a great job. And Caleb Brockbill did exactly what he's done all year.
Yep.
And came in and just shut the door in a tough spot.
I thought tonight that Jeremy looked a lot more fluid out there. Everything just looked so easy. He was throwing very easily, and he got a lot of strike ones on people.
Right, he did. I mean, yeah, he got ahead, and then you can dictate to the hitter what you want to throw. And even so, he still pumped fastballs both sides of the plate, worked down consistently, but would go up every once in a while. And you saw a lot of tardy swings from them, and that's a credit to Jeremy and what he did out there today. I think this will be a springboard to what you'll see from him the rest of the year.
And he threw a lot harder tonight. I think last week had a lot to do with the fact that it was cold and that wind was blowing into your dugout.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit nicer to play when it's 60, 70 degrees, right? I mean, everybody loosens up a little bit, the hitters, the pitchers, and everything else. And, their guy, obviously did a great job, too. He gave up one hit that was, hit real well by Ethan for the solo home run in the first. And after that, we swung and missed a lot and struggled to get anything going against him. We had a couple opportunities offensively, but not much.
Yeah, he only gave up 4 hits.
Yeah. I knew he didn't give up many. I didn't know exactly how many they were, but we talked a little bit after the game also that, hey, we got to change gears a little bit offensively. We've had a lot of change throughout the season, a lot of turnover. A lot of guys having to move around, hitting different spots. Some guys being pressed into action a little bit earlier than maybe they're ready. Making that jump from the sophomore level to the varsity level. But I think they're real receptive and they understand that we're going to have to drop some bunts down. We're going to have to squeeze. We're going to have to do some different things. Start
small
runners,
ball.
Small ball. That's right. And change gears. And And we're ready to do that as a coaching staff, and I think the players also are buying into that. Hey, we need to do a few more things, get a crooked number up there. I was joking with the umpires before the game. I said, hey, we're hoping for a crooked number. It's we're 28 innings, now, and we got 2 runs in those 28 innings, and we won 2 of those games, though, so we're 2-2.
Nice.
So that's pretty good, I guess, finding a way to win.
Nice to see Brendan Knocktree come back to the lineup tonight, too.
Yeah, he started out, Friday. He got a chance to come in as a DH. He's it's a little interesting. It's a different. I think this is the first in my coaching career I got a DH jog only, DH/pinch run note, from the doctors. So he gets on, I got to run for him, and we got to re-enter and move things around and do all kinds of crazy stuff to keep him in the lineup. But he tells me that pretty soon here they're going to let him run a little bit and run for himself when he hits, and that'll be nice too. But just his presence in the lineup allows us to move some guys around a little bit, move some guys down the order, let them get more fastballs. He's a guy that's been, at the varsity level for 3 years, so brings a wealth of experience to us.
And, the big thing is, though, you got the win tonight. You've won your last 2 games in a row. You had a rough week last week,
right,
but you come back with 2 big wins. Now you go back over to Dunlap on Wednesday night.
Right.
And it's always nicer when you go over there after a win.
Sure, no doubt about it. I think we got a little momentum right now on our side, and I think we still understand there's things that we're going to do better than we're doing right now. I think offensively, we did so well, early on as far as putting runs on the board, and I think we'll come back to that kind of same level here as we go. But you also got to realize we're in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. The conference is awful difficult year in and year out, and this year is no exception. There's, day in and day out, there's no off day. And these teams that we're going to face, they're very, very solid, and we're going to have to execute and play well to win.
I thought Dunlap's top 6 hitters were awfully good tonight. They worked a lot of deep counts, and they had some strikeouts, but they battled.
Yeah, they battled, and they ran Jeremy's pitch count up, and it was one of those situations too at the end of the game. A guy that's thrown so well, it's hard to take him out. But like I told him, I've been doing this a long time. I have my limit, and we're going to protect him and protect our players, and we got a guy in line that can do the job, and Caleb came in and did that.
Yeah, Jeremy's pitch count had to be up there.
Yeah, he was up there, and he hit my limit, and that was it. I mean, he was coming out. It didn't matter. So, we continue to work with him to try to get those early outs, and maybe get those short innings. So he's a little bit lower in pitch count as we go on, and I think we'll see that too. But some people forget he's just a sophomore. I know he's been doing this for a year and a half now, but he's just a sophomore, and he's just going to get better and better.
Well, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
And it was a nice night. Didn't think we were going to get the game in earlier.
Yeah, it was touch and go. It was one of those where I talked to our AD Jared Hart, and I said, well, it's probably one of those things where if we haven't come over, we'll get rained out, and if we don't have them come over, we could have played. So I'm glad it worked out, and it was a nice night.
And the field looks great. It looks beautiful.
It does. I tell you what, our maintenance guys have been doing a great job. Kurt Ryan came and mowed and rolled and did some things, and Harlan Zobrist always helping out and overseeing things. Really, it's something to be very proud of, and we are.
It's very nice. Well, Coach, congratulations once again, and good luck Wednesday night.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. That'll do it from Al Mulberry Field. Redbirds win 1-0. We'll see you next week.